5 key takeaways from England's squad selection to face France in the Six Nations finale following the confirmation of England's 23-man squad for their highly anticipated Round 5 clash with France in the Six Nations. Several key themes have emerged from Steve Borthwick's selection. With England coming into the final round under pressure after a mixed campaign, the choices made by the head coach provide a clear insight into the direction he wants the team to take moving forward. From a continued reliance on the kicking game to intriguing combinations in midfield and a reshaped back row, Borthwick's lineup suggests both continuity and subtle evolution. Here are 5 major takeaways from England's squad announcement ahead of their showdown with France at 1. England's kicking game isn't going anywhere. The most obvious conclusion from England's selection is that their kicking-first strategy remains firmly in place. Despite growing criticism over the team's attacking limitations in recent weeks, Borthwick appears determined to stick with the same tactical framework. England's kicking game has struggled during the championship. Their success rates tell the story: 38%, 18%, and 28% in defeats to Italy, Ireland, and Scotland, respectively. Those numbers stand in contrast to the 42% success rate recorded in their opening round victory over Wales. Given those statistics, many expected England to adjust their attacking strategy. Instead, the selections in the backline indicate that the coaching staff still believe the current plan can work. The scrum half Ben Spencer reinforced that message when speaking to the media earlier this week. He explained that the squad still has complete faith in the tactical approach. According to Spencer, the game plan is not drastically different from the system that previously delivered a run of 12 consecutive victories. From his perspective, England simply haven't drifted far from the style that proved successful not so long ago. Spencer also pointed out that England are far from the only team relying heavily on kicking. Scotland and Ireland, 2 teams that beat England during this championship, actually kicked more often in those matches. France, meanwhile, are statistically the biggest kicking side in the Six Nations. However, the key difference lies in how those teams use the tactic. For Scotland, Ireland, and France, kicking is only one part of a broader attacking strategy. For England, it has increasingly become the primary method of progressing the ball. That distinction has caused problems. When England's kicking game fails to generate momentum, the team often appears to run out of ideas. The dynamic strike plays that were so effective during the Autumn Nations series have been largely absent throughout this Six Nations campaign. There have been occasional glimpses of attacking promise. Wingers like Cadan Murley, Tom Roebuck, and Tommy Freeman have looked dangerous when given the opportunity to carry the ball in space. Yet those opportunities have been limited. Too often, the ball reaches wide players only through kicks rather than structured attacking phases. That lack of variety has made England predictable, and opponents have been able to adjust accordingly. Borthwick may yet spring a tactical surprise against France, but the team selection and comments coming from inside the camp suggest the kicking game will once again play a central role. For critics, that feels like a missed opportunity to evolve England's attack. 2. A new playmaking partnership begins to form. While Borthwick has avoided sweeping changes, there is still a clear attempt to build cohesion within certain units. Last weekend's match saw a backline combination that had barely played together before. Rather than reshuffle the group again, Borthwick has opted to keep several partnerships intact in the hope that familiarity will improve performance. The most intriguing combination is the midfield pairing of Fin Smith and Seb Atkinson. The duo already share a history together from their time at Worcester Warriors, and many believe they could develop into a long-term partnership for England. Both players possess significant attacking potential. Smith has built a reputation as one of England's most promising fly-halves, capable of controlling territory while also attacking the defensive line. Atkinson, meanwhile, offers a blend of physicality, skill, and creative passing that can unlock defenses. One of Atkinson's greatest strengths is his ability to act as a secondary playmaker. His handling and vision allow him to distribute the ball effectively, which in turn gives Smith the freedom to operate slightly deeper and pick his moments to attack. That dynamic mirrors the way Smith often plays at club level with Northampton. Atkinson also provides a powerful carrying option in midfield, something that can draw defenders and create space for teammates. The connection between the two players showed promising signs in their previous outing, several of England's most dangerous attacking moments came through their combined involvement. However, there were also moments where miscommunication led to errors. That is hardly surprising given the limited time they have spent together at international level. Those small misunderstandings are exactly the sort of issues that improve with continuity if the Smith-Atkinson combination is given enough time to develop. England could end up with a midfield partnership capable of shaping their attacking identity for years to come. 3. Ollie Chessum brings balance to the back row. Another notable adjustment comes in the forward pack, where Ollie Chessum has been introduced into the back row. The decision appears designed to address one of England's biggest issues during the championship, their performance at the breakdown. Borthwick has made it clear that he wants his entire back row to be aggressive and competitive in that area of the game. Unfortunately for England, they have often been second best in the battle for possession this Six Nations. Adding Chessum could help change that dynamic. Although primarily known as a lock, the Leicester Tigers forward is highly effective around the breakdown. His physical presence and work rate make him a valuable asset in contested situations. More importantly, his inclusion brings a different balance to the back row. Rather than having three players focused primarily on jackling, Chessum's style encourages greater defensive stability. His size and athleticism allow him to remain active in the defensive line while still contributing at the breakdown when opportunities arise. Another significant benefit is his impact in the lineout. That England's set piece has not been as dominant as Borthwick would have hoped during this championship. Chessum's height and jumping ability provide an additional option in that department. Earlier in the tournament, he was one of England's primary lineout targets, collecting 15 throws across the opening 3 tests. He has also proven himself as a defensive lineout disruptor, regularly contesting opposition ball. Those skills were also on display during his time with the British and Irish Lions last summer, where he impressed with his aerial work. Why bringing Chessum into the back row, England gained both a stronger lineout presence and a more balanced defensive structure. 4. Tommy Freeman's move to center is no longer an experiment. For some time, there has been discussion about shifting Tommy Freeman from the wing into the midfield. Initially, the idea raised a few eyebrows. Freeman had established himself as a dangerous winger with Northampton Saints, known for his finishing ability and work rate in open space. Moving him into the more complex role of outside center seemed like a risk. His skill set actually suits the position surprisingly well. Freeman combines size, power, and pace with excellent positional awareness. As a winger, he often drifted into midfield channels looking for involvement. Now that he is starting at outside center, those opportunities come naturally. Many players have struggled with the positional demands. Former Wales star George North, for example, took several seasons to fully adapt after making a similar transition. The key factor is playing time. Freeman has now accumulated a significant number of minutes in the position at test level. This upcoming match will mark his 4th start at outside center during the current Six Nations. Across his recent England appearances, he has increasingly worn the number 13 jersey rather than the number 14.5. A new version of the Pom Squad bench, England's famous Pom Squad bench strategy, captured attention during the Autumn Nations series. The concept was simple: unleash a wave of high-energy replacements capable of dramatically increasing the tempo of the game. Players like Alex Coles, Tom Curry, and Henry Pollock brought relentless intensity when they entered matches.